Hello folks, quick video review for you for the Monster Boomerang. This is the wearable Bluetooth speaker and I purchased this myself, so I'm going to be giving you my unbiased thoughts today, the good and the bad. Right, so first off, bit of a disclaimer. This is my first time ever using a wearable neck speaker. I didn't fully know what to expect going in. I can't compare this to other products for that reason, and I will be reviewing the Boomerang on its own merits. Okay, so inside the box you will find the Boomerang itself, along with a little box containing the USB-C charging cable and a small instruction booklet. And hey, that's everything we need anyway, so I'm glad that USB-C charging has been included rather than the outdated now micro USB. And I do have to say that the Boomerang itself, in my hands, it feels like a premium product. On the top of the Boomerang, we have the speaker mesh cloth, which is separated by these golden chrome style plastic dividers, and then the rest of the product seems to be manufactured from this type of silicone, and it feels very nice to hold, I have to say, and it's fairly comfortable to wear as well. As I say, it feels good, but it isn't too heavy. I've been wearing this for quite a while now, as I've been putting it through its paces, and you just sort of forget it's there in terms of the weight distribution, since it's kind of resting on your shoulders. It's not like strapped around your neck or anything. On the one side here, you have the charging connector, and this is protected by a thick rubber grommet. Now, that's good because this device is actually waterproof IPX7, which means you can use this underwater up to 1 meter in depth, about 3 feet, for up to 30 minutes. However, it is only waterproof when this rubber grommet is properly installed over that connector. The controls are on the side. Here you have the power button along with volume up and down, along with the multi-functional button that controls things such as play and pause. And then just on the front here, you also have the inbuilt microphone. Now, this is going to be great for when you are making hands-free calls if you have this connected to a mobile device. And of course, you can connect the Boomerang to other Bluetooth-enabled devices as well, such as your PC, which is what I have done, in fact. So charging the Boomerang to full will take about 1.5 hours, and that will give you up to 6 hours of use, okay, and that's at 100% volume, or you can expect up to 12 hours of use if you're willing to drop that to about 50% volume. Now, as I mentioned, this is my first foray into the wearable speaker market. And honestly, I had no idea what to expect going in. And my initial impression is that the audio experience, it's unique, is the best way of putting it. There are times, perhaps in the middle of a movie, where there's a lot of explosions and that happening, and it doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything in terms of the sound that's coming to me. It does feel like the speakers are situated in various parts of the room, and that 3D stereo sound is really coming into its own. However, there are other times, especially during dialogue, for example, where it feels more akin to wearing headphones. And as such, if you are just after the best audio experience available and you're not concerned about neighbours or the like, this isn't really a replacement for traditional speakers or soundbars. But what the Boomerang is going to give you is that portability that would normally only be available with headphones, but along with the fact that I'm keeping my head just more open to my environment, is a much freer and refreshing overall experience. And there have certainly been times when I've been using this product and I have just been blown away by the quality of the audio. Sadly, that just isn't all the time, and I just really wish it was, because when it's great, it is amazing. And a couple of the potential downsides. First off, you have the welcome and goodbye messages that happen automatically every time you switch the Boomerang on or switch it off. And annoyingly, these audible messages are quite loud and the volume cannot be adjusted. So just factor that in mind if you are going to be using this product primarily in quieter environments. Of course, you can adjust the volume of the speaker itself when you are listening to whatever you're listening to, but those messages themselves are at a fixed, fairly high volume. And secondly, I've not seen anyone really speaking about this, maybe because I'm new to this type of product that it's just something I'm going to have to get used to, but as I said, the Boomerang is comfortable to wear once it's resting on the shoulders. I have no problems with it there whatsoever. However, some audio has a tendency to cause these speakers to vibrate quite remarkably, and it can get a little bit irritating when the whole device is kind of shaking around your neck. You can really feel the vibrations there. Again, that might be something I just need to get used to, but I do get the impression that that could potentially irritate a number of people. All in all, I would say the Monster Boomerang is definitely a fun product. On the one hand, you do get the portability that is normally only offered with headphones, but the Boomerang is far less restricting than headphones would typically be. And you still get those great moments where you just don't feel like you're wearing anything around your head at all, and that the audio is coming from more distant external speakers. I just wish, as I say, that it would be more consistent in that regard, especially in terms of the dialogue, which does still sound a little bit too headphoney. And folks, that is the Monster Boomerang wearable Bluetooth speaker. I just want to thank you for watching my video, and I hope it helped.